What's
Oh
up, y'all?
my
It
my my.
is it's time that time again. We're back with another review for DIARRA from Detroit. It's your girl My Design to Build and the one and only Danny C23. How you feeling today, man?
I'm doing great, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. Pretty good, but I'm gonna shock you.
Why? What?
This was not my favorite episode, bro. Like I did not like this
I
episode.
I feel like this episode had so many layers. You didn't like
Really?
it?
I didn't like it. I
I
didn't like
feel
it.
like we starting it like this has like the depth of the storyline is so crazy to me. And the way that it's shot, like I'm really like intrigued to see where it goes
Well,
because like I want to see are they gonna jump out the window now because they
mhm.
going pretty deep, you know what I mean? So like how far are we gonna take this now? Because the story is like just keeps unfolding and getting bigger and bigger,
It
and things are
does.
happening along the way that I feel like probably don't even have anything to do with the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
So it's
no.
like
Well,
it's
since we
interesting.
have two different opinions here, people, and let me know what y'all think in the comments. Are you rocking with me or you rocking with Danny? How are you feeling about this episode? But let's dive into some points real quick. So, of course,
Let's
the
do it.
episode starts off. Your girl is broker than a joke, right? She lost all her money in that game last episode.
It's
Uh,
called gambling for a reason.
Listen, she decides she wants to, she's looking for money and she goes to the good old Bible. First of all, your girl, ma'am, I need you
Man,
to have more than the 20 in the
listen,
Bible. You know what I'm
listen,
saying?
listen. 20 better than nothing.
This is a fact.
20 better than nothing.
This is an absolute fact. I definitely thought it was interesting. If she's pulling the money out, and she decides she's done. She started putting the box of Beyonce's stuff away, and I like that part. That's probably about the only part that I like, but I like that
I
part.
didn't like that. I was like,
Really,
no. Why are you giving up? Cause you so close. Like, why
because
are
she's
you
so
giving up?
broke.
Well, that's because she's stupid. That's not because she's not right.
I
You
mean, this
feel
is
me?
true. I agree with you,
That
but I
was
do
only your
feel like she
first
could have been better.
suspect. That was only your first suspect. Now you know what not to do for your next one.
You making her a private detective? Talk about next one.
I'm making her. She
She
made
gotta make it
herself.
through this one. So
She
that's
made
true.
herself that. You feel
That's
me?
true.
She made herself a private detective. I'm just supporting her because she right. Something fishy going on, and we gonna find your man. And it was confirmed in the episode. That's her man.
Uh,
That's her man. Like that's her man.
yeah.
Find your man, sweetheart. I
Nah,
need a
she's somewhere
Diarra.
going, my man, my man, my man. Anyway, listen, I think that for me, the opening of this episode was good. It gave some, you don't know what's about to happen, and I like the
Right.
mystery about it. But then
I
we
did
go
like that.
into
Hold
her
on.
prepping for,
Hold on. Before we skip past that, because I really like the fact that it opened up with her pondering like, damn, I'm so
yeah.
damn, he called me. What did that mean? Like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know? Then it was like the damn, I'm broke. You know? And it was like,
Damn, this is going
damn,
bad, and
this
I
is
need to
really good.
pack this shit up.
Pack this shit up. Like, what is going on here? So, like, the packing it up, I was honestly shocked about because I didn't think that would happen,
Mm.
especially because I feel like we're still early in the story. But like
But
thinking
are we
about it,
though? No, we
we're
on
episode
episode
five.
5. This
That's what I'm
is
saying. But like the
halfway
way
through.
I feel like we just started. You know what I mean? And it's
Oh
just
my
getting.
gosh.
So this episode I feel was definitely needed for
Okay.
the climax because we're actually halfway through.
Yeah,
So
I mean we are, and I mean I'm still sticking with it. Episode 4 is by far my favorite, but
yeah,
we're gonna keep
this
going
this might
through.
be
And
this might be my favorite right now. Like as of right now,
oh,
I might go as far as say that. I'm not gonna lie.
ladies and gentlemen, we are at a cross. Both
Listen,
Denny and I are in separate places. This is the first for us,
yeah,
I think. So
this
this is
is
kind of
definitely a
cool.
first.
I
It
like that.
is, man, because like I honestly feel like it needed some depth. Like stuff started shaking up. Like it was going too smooth. The only thing that happened is she lost her little bit of money, It's going too smooth.
Well, also still,
Like that was the
Vonda,
first. That was the first.
Felicia Rashad's character, Vonda, that
Oh
whole
yeah,
thing, right? The little dance that
yeah.
they did was kind of interesting.
That was
But
training.
I guess, but she ain't learned her lesson. That's we gonna get to that part because she did not learn her lesson. So she's prepping for Aja's gala. She done damn near kind of forgot, but not really. She shows up. She's looking a mess. She's crying, and Aja's consoling her. What I didn't like about this is that I don't think it's fair to be so engulfed in your own shit that you can't show up for your friends. Right, I would not show up. To, hold on, wait.
She showed up.
Hold on, let me finish though. Yeah, she showed up, but you can't show up crooked. You gotta show up straight. You can still on the outside, right? On the outside, look straight. On the inside, be crooked. Let shit just be falling apart on the inside. For the next 3 hours, just show up. Okay, after it's all said and done. Then we can cry, drink wine, eat ice cream. Wait.
She, in her defense, she
Uh-huh.
let her friend get her excitement out. She celebrated with her friend, and then she collapsed. She reached her capacity, and you got to give her grace. And
I'm giving her grace.
Her friend being a good friend was like, "Girl, I am here for you. Just show up for me."
She's here
and guess
for
what?
her.
And guess what? And guess what? Guess what?
What?
Although you might disagree how she showed up, not only showed up, but she knocked it out the park.
Nah, how you show up matters, bro.
Listen, I get that.
Okay, we gonna do this. Guys, I need y'all to vote. Tell us what y'all thinking in the comments, right? Because I'm about to give y'all an example. You ready? Let's say you and I are very best friends. We're best friends. You asked me to be the best woman at your wedding. And I show up crazy, disarray, like Aja on your wedding day. How you feeling?
My wedding day is extreme.
It is what it is. The gala, this fundraiser, this is the moment where she's going to get.
So the fun crazy,
I look just like her, disheveled. I look like I got gashed. I'm bleeding on my leg. My hair is jacked up. I'm a little dirty and out of.
You know what? I'm gonna accept you in that moment, but afterwards we're gonna have a conversation because I'm gonna need to know what the fuck you went through to get here. Because I'm gonna feel honored.
You know what? I can't stand you.
You just had to fight fucking 18 hyenas, 3 gladiators, and a dolphin nigga to get here?
Okay.
I'm saying.
Right. I'm gonna let you rock. I see you. I see that. That makes sense. All right. Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna accept it because I'm like, you here, you panting. That mean you ran.
Yeah. I would have caught my breath before I grabbed the mic, though. Damn.
She had heels on.
She did. She couldn't be me, because I definitely would have had on some Nikes.
You gotta give her credit. You gotta give her some grace. She was showing up.
All right, I'll give her some. We need to get the soundboard.
Right.
Okay, we're gonna give her credit for showing up. For sure, and of course, what I skipped over was her trying to pawn this ring. This episode has so many different conversations to it because, is it okay?
Why don't you love it? Why don't you love it?
I
feel like that's what makes me love it because it's so much you're getting, and it's so much realness too. Because she talked all this crap, but she's really not over it. You know?
That looked like it looked like it's gonna get her a nice payday. I say that for sure. It didn't look like he skimped on the ring.
Of course not. Come on. First of all, it's swap.
When is more Chesson not ever splurged on something when he's playing a character, right? He's always got money. His characters have never broke. I
think it's in his contract. I cannot play a broke guy.
Hey yo, that would be hilarious.
The brokest guy he played was when he was in the best
Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood.
No, Boys in the Hood is probably the brokest he played.
Look at me knowing my films.
Look at that. That's okay. There you go.
So she tries to pawn the ring. She can't go through with it. She has her moment, which I get totally. And she goes to see Aja. She says she's going to show up, and then she goes back home. And here comes Moni, because you heard it, right? Moni. She's telling her that she's got a new clue from her husband and whatnot. And in the midst of that conversation, the detective shows up. Now, listen, the detective was throwing mad shade, like
your boyfriend and this.
Right.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. With the detective, that I didn't like was he came in real smooth, like they said, "You my number one suspect."
Facts, yeah.
I came to you for help. You told me skedaddle.
Listen, when is a black person who's coming for help never not a suspect, though? Pause. I'll wait for it.
Like, make it make sense to me. How am I the suspect if I ran from him?
I don't know.
Hello?
I don't know. Listen.
How am I a suspect if I came to the police who's supposed to protect and serve me as a people?
Yeah, protect and serve. It's wild. Your girl, she almost acted like she acted like a real criminal. She goes and she gets the clothes she wore that night, the phone So your girl was acting like a real criminal. She grabbed the cell phone, grabbed her clothes, and threw it. First of all, ma'am, that is a very bad discarding of evidence. Like burn it.
What?
Something like she threw it's not even in a plastic. It's not even weighed down. No, it was like a regular bag that's mad noticeable too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Black.
It's black, but it's not going to sink very, very deep into the water, is what I'm saying. If I am a criminal and I'm doing the water shit, I'm putting a big ass rock inside the bag, I'm crushing the phone up, I'm tying it together, and then I'm throwing it into the water. Furthermore, I'm a bit of a pyro, so I just burnt that shit up.
Honestly, I think you're thinking too deep into this. And
what aren't you supposed to discard the evidence properly so that it doesn't get traced back to you? I'm confused.
But when you're in the moment, are you gonna really think about doing it that way? When you're panicking?
Yes, because I'm a real criminal.
Apparently. Listen, if that's your lifestyle, man, who am I to judge?
Listen, you can't judge me. Now we already friends. So now
we are. Listen, I already accept you. But good to know.
Yeah, it's already here. But
I'll make sure to keep my phone on ringer. So if you need an alibi at 3 a.m,
listen,
I got you. Okay.
Hello, for real. I think that it just of course it was just thought of the moment and she was panicking. So I do agree with you on that. Right. And it's cool. It's not a big deal. Nobody's probably going to look. But I do think, like you said, it's crazy that she went from the person who was saying, "Hey, I found him and he exists," to now being a suspect when she was the one who brought the case to them. But lo and behold, black and brown never felt safe by the blue folks. So it is what it is.
That's a conversation I don't think I'm ready to have.
Not at all. One of my favorite characters shows up. I'm a fan. You know who Danger reminds me of?
Who?
Dude from Insecure. The gangster dude. What's his name? I forgot his name.
Oh, homie from downstairs?
Yes. That's who Danger reminds me of.
Nigga said, you gonna say your ABBs?
Yeah, that's exactly ABBs, because we don't do the C's around here. But yeah, I for a second I thought that Danger liked Daria, right? He sees her outside. DIARRA. He sees her outside, and they're having a conversation. I will say this: even if he did, I do think he does like her. I think that every time he sees her, though, she always tends to be asking for something or needing something. At least that's how he feels, because you can see it in the display of his character in that moment. His face was kind of like, what was your take on that exchange that they had?
I feel that, yeah, like Damn, what you need? They think I'm talk to customer service, like, or HR? Like, that shit was funny as shit.
It
But
was.
I do feel he does like her, which is why he did go on the limb anyway and ask for the favor.
Right.
I do feel I know how to read the situation when she called him over to the crib.
Oh,
I'm
we
like,
already know what was going down.
was they fucking
Yeah.
or
She's saying that she
was
needs
she
to get
using?
over. She needs
No,
to get over
she said she need to
Brandon.
toughen up. She said she need to toughen up. She didn't say she needed to get over nothing. She said she needed to toughen up.
Yeah, toughen up, get over, same difference. So
No,
she's
no, it's
she's
not the
smashing.
same.
She's about to
No,
smash.
she gonna ask him for tips on how to be tough.
No,
All right,
they about to smash.
I'm calling it. I'm
I'm
calling it.
telling you, I
You
opened up the
guys let us
door
know.
with that
Let us know in
still.
the comments, man. Let us know. This is the first time you and I
Listen,
are not
y'all seen the outfit
on
on,
the
right?
same
Let me
side
know what
like
y'all
that.
feeling. Come on now. We
Yeah,
already know the
listen,
drill. Shorty showed
yo,
up
if
with
you
the
team
outfit.
Denny, listen, if you team Denny,
Ah,
put put a one in the chat. There we go.
not
Put
a
a one.
one. Why you get
Put
the
a
get the
one.
one? I want
Because
I
I
want a
said it first.
7. I want
A
a 7.
seven. Okay, you can get a 7. If you team of my desire, put a 7 in the chat. Let us know, man. Like who y'all think is right? Are they smashing,
Unbelievable.
or is she using him again to get tough? I just want to know.
It's not to
I just
get
want to
tough.
know.
That's for sure. But
Hey,
in
hey.
the meantime,
In the
between
meantime,
time, as Danger makes his very secret phone call to somebody we're not sure of as of yet, Tiara sends Moni on a run, essentially like, hey, listen, you can do this because I gotta get ready for it. I just, gala. And so
right.
Moni goes on the run, she runs into, hey yo, hey, the bargain of show me something good and I told you I'm gonna let you touch my booty was crazy.
No, listen. The old man was so open of the possibility of touching her
Possibility.
ass. It's so crazy to me. She got all the information, all
He
the
said,
photos.
look, this you should just go ask her girlfriend, his girlfriend. No. He was saying like, oh, that's the plant or whatever it was, right? The old automotive shop.
Right.
And he said that must at least be worth a squeeze. I said, sir,
That's
a squeeze.
definitely a squeeze.
I can't believe
Hey,
it. I
hey,
listen.
hey, you get it how you live. If she willing to
Do what you
give it to
gotta
you,
do. Do
it's,
do what you gotta do.
the only thing you gotta do is give her a little picture, and she gonna be a little freak.
I thought it was funny. I like the humor in that part because the episode did
Yeah.
y'all like feel a little heavy, a little serious. So we needed that
Right.
moment of
It was a
humor.
lot of funny parts though. I really do feel like there was some.
I,
Cause
I well, maybe I just was so zoned in on not like an episode. I missed them.
yeah,
That's
maybe
unfortunate.
because it was a few. I'm not gonna lie, but it was definitely a more heavy episode. It because it gave you a lot. It gave you layers. She had a vulnerable moment. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, I
Like
do like
like
that. No, go ahead.
no, you got it.
Oh, I was just gonna say I do like the fact that she's not entirely crazy, right? Because he got a picture framed. That's
Come on.
crazy to me. I was not expecting that at all. I like that twist. I definitely like it because at first I thought it was gonna be a twist. It was gonna be another woman.
No, he said the
So
next time I seen him, he had gotten laid.
yeah,
Oh,
he was
they had
happy.
sex,
Hmm.
right? She's an
Yeah, I mean,
idiot.
but shit, people be having sex with everybody. I'm just saying.
Nah, but what we also know from previous episodes that he was gonna text her back,
Mm-hmm.
but he got snatched.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
picture was definitely necessary to
I
keep
love
her
that.
going.
I want a
Definitely
man to put
necessary.
me and him in a picture frame. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that do I gotta go through all this first? Because it's given.
This the wrong show. Um,
Yeah, it's giving crazy.
I'm sorry, man.
But no, that
It
was a
was giving
sweet part.
reality TV just now, and
It
I
it,
was a
it
little. I
was
was like,
it
"Are we in a
was.
confessional right now, my man?
Listen,
Like,
y'all know what
that's
it
what we
is.
doing."
I
Listen,
do
but
I did
no.
like that part though.
All right, so this is what you do. You go on a dating app, right? You match with a guy. Go on a date.
Mm-hmm.
Tell him act like it's your third, and then you go from there. If he come up
Ah,
missing, cool. If he don't hit you back, maybe he ghosted you, maybe he did. Now it's your adventure. Let's find out.
I don't got time for Amaya's adventures. Okay, for real, seriously, it ain't
Listen,
that kind of
I'm just
party.
saying.
Well,
You want to be
speaking
a
of
Maya San
parties,
Diego? Not-
listen. Speaking of parties, the girl shows up at the gala, looking good. Sends Moni
Looking
on
great.
the
That
sends
man,
Moni on the run, right to the rendezvous. She looked amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I
she
saw that
did.
fit and I was like, this is what I need to wear. So I need to wear something like this for my birthday. You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
that
I need
fit
to wear something like
was
that for my
fire.
birthday. It was
That
fire.
fit was fire. I'm not gonna lie to you. The little Riding Hood shit she had with this little scarf. It was hitting. It was
Yeah,
in it
it's cute.
and it complimented her shape. You know,
Right. Where do I find shit like this? I need to hire a stylist. Hello? Knock knock. I need a
I
stylist for my
got you.
birthday.
I got you. Let me.
Um so
But
yeah, so she shows up, she's there for a second, and then she gets another clue from Reggie, who is telling her about something. What did he tell her about? I'm not sure, but she busts out the pictures and she starts to look through the pictures, realizing that it's an escape route, like it's a trap for somebody he didn't trust, and decides to ditch Aja's, you know, gala for this. And I think this is the part that pissed me off a little bit, is because we've seen her be impulsive in all 4 episodes, and in each episode it just progressively gets worse. And I'm thinking to myself, at some point in time she'll stop being so impulsive and actually think before she like rushes into a building, but she does not.
okay, I get you now. I get what the issues like
So
with you. It's not because she like it's not that you don't support her in finding Chris. It's
yeah, no, I
that
support it.
she's inconveniencing other people in her pursuits of finding him. And that's
Yes.
what you don't like. I get that.
Yeah.
However, she's made it work. She pulled it off. She had a backup plan in case she wasn't there on time anyway. And he came through.
Yeah, but let's
I ain't
be.
gonna hold you. Shout out to the DJ. Shout out.
See, now the DJ came in handy, because at first he was gonna try to avoid the DJ and not drinking a champagne, but like nah,
No. He was smart to not drink the champagne.
absolutely.
He was very smart. I appreciated him make that good decision,
Hmm.
and I think we need to see more of that in life. And
Good
people, if you
adulting.
good adulting, I just want to say, good
Yeah.
job. Drink responsibly. I approve this message.
I was getting ready to say I approve this message. Drink responsibly. I do like that he came through. Reggie did come through, as Aja and Moni go on this new adventure to the rendezvous point. And
right.
let's rewind for a second. There's a man who is following DIARRA because he sees her, or she sees him at the pawn shop where she's trying to pawn her ring, and then she sees him again when she comes outside right before she starts talking to Danger. So we know that she's being followed. We don't know by who. We don't know whose side they're on. We do know that she's being followed. So we get to the rendezvous point. She goes in. She meets this woman who's there. She has no idea who this woman is. And I actually thought she was going to play along, as far as when the woman said, I didn't realize he needed a representative or whatever.
Yeah.
I would have played into that, like, yeah, he does. So what's XYZ? But for her to be like, I guess I want her to be less disty sometimes. Like, for the sake of your safety and your friend Moni, who has kids and a husband, like, come on, sis, you gotta do better.
But Moni knew what she signed up for.
But still.
Moni could have said anything. But she did what? Nothing. Be quiet.
She could have, but she's not the lead on this. You know what I mean? You know, there's a rookie and then there's a detective. DIARRA is the detective. Moni is the rookie. The rookie just stands there and lets the detective do all the work.
Yo, on your sleep.
Say,
Yo,
tell
you
me I'm
said there's
lying.
a
I'm not lying. Hey, y'all know what I'm saying, right? Let me know what y'all
not
feel me in the comments. Come on now, Moni is.
Is Barney Fife.
Listen, it is what it is. She's the
Okay.
rookie and DIARRA is the detective. So nonetheless,
Her name
Moni is
Monifa
like,
though. Like,
well, they call her Moni in the show. I'm calling her
yeah,
Moni.
yeah, call her Moni. I'm just saying, like, I
I
just have to
like
remember
that
her name.
she, she's like, we should go before shit gets crazy. And DIARRA is like, pulls out her phone. She pulls an equalizer out in this joint, you know what I'm saying? Where Denzel is just like, click, click, click. Like, come on, sis, who do you think you are right now? You are not the equalizer, bro. That's not it.
When she started taking pictures, I liked
She
it.
starts taking pictures, and then the woman takes pictures of her.
She needed pictures though.
She did. But she also had her memory, and we'll get to that in a little bit. So she takes the pictures, and now she's trying to leave, but there are men behind her and Moni, and they decide to run through this warehouse where the rendezvous point is. And she memorized Chris's, aka Deontay's, pictures, and is able to, get them out safely. So
Right, but
cool.
understand it. The fact that she looked at the photos and knew
And
it
could
was
see
an
that.
escape route.
Yeah.
And knew it was an escape route was fire to me. Okay.
She's super smart in that regard. Very
She's
stupid in
definitely
everything else.
she's very listen, she's very smart. She's just not the most street smart.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
But
Let's
she's
go with
not
that.
dumb. She's not dumb, but she's not street
she's not
smart.
dumb at all. There we go. I will
Right.
110% agree with that.
Right.
And so they make it out, but they're getting chased by two guys with guns. And the guy who was stalking DIARRA or, following her pulls up, tells them to get in. And like, did Moni just leave her family car at the rendezvous point? I'm very confused.
Yo, I said the same thing. I was like, did they ever go back for her car? I don't remember them doing this.
Don't remember them doing that.
Moni did leave, so maybe she Ubered back to her car.
That's not very safe to Uber back to a destination where you almost got shot at. You should probably take people with you. I don't know, safety reasons maybe. I just don't. Yeah, like that's not something I want to do.
Crazy. So what's up with her car now? Does she like not have a car now?
Listen, I don't know.
Did the people
Questions that need answers.
Did the people leave?
Did they leave, or are they still there? I'm not quite sure.
I
What do
don't
you
know.
guys think? Did y'all see? Y'all didn't see Moni go back for her car, right? Y'all let us know. Maybe we tripping, but I don't think we did.
They was in the back seat with the cop.
Yeah.
The retired cop.
The retired cop who apparently, went after looking for Deontay and got his, job taken away from him and, all these other things. So now he can't even be a real cop like he wants to. Are you surprised that he's a cop?
I am not surprised that he's a cop.
Really? Because I thought that he was somebody working for like the mafia.
Let me tell you why I'm not surprised that he's a cop. Because when I looked at his car, I looked at his tires. And when I looked at his tires, I looked at his rims. And when I looked at his rims, I seen there was some busted ass rims. Okay, it was missing a hubcap and all. Like they wasn't no.
Not you looking at the car to the tires to the rims. Hey, okay, detective daddy. Like I see what's happening.
You feel me? And it was given. It makes sense that he's a cop because now the tires to the car to the rim makes sense. It looked like like
well. Your girl makes it, in the car having this conversation, and he's like, "Yo, you should probably give this shit up because it's gonna go left field for you, and you don't want that." And she makes it to Audrey's gala, like we said earlier in this review, right on time. And quite frankly, I'm just not thrilled. As I said earlier, but it is what it is. She did make it. She showed up for her friend. She gave a heartfelt speech. People were moved by it, and it did the job.
Right. Honestly, I feel like that speech was so heartfelt, and she was killing two birds with one stone. Because Swat was looking at it, and she was Detroit, the best Detroit you ever gonna have, Detroit. Yeah.
I like that
Once
though.
you throw Detroit away, guess what? Detroit gonna come back better than ever. Detroit, yeah. I was like, you know what? Talk about it, Detroit.
She definitely was smooth with the speech. You know, the idea of talking about Detroit as herself while Swall is there was definitely very cool. Something I would do. I
Third
like that a lot.
person Detroit fire. That's the best monologue I've seen in a very long time. Okay. And I will say, listen, I don't know why. Do you still not like this episode?
I still do not like this episode. Still not one of my favorites. I still go episode 4 for me.
Put the 1 or the 7, man. I'm still waiting.
Nah, they can't. I mean, yeah, they can't vote for that. They got a lot of things to vote for. We gotta ask them comments and how they feel about Aja's, DIARRA showing up late for Aja's gala. So it's 2 things that they're commenting about.
She did show up late.
All right, she didn't show up late. She showed up discombobulated and busted to give her friend's speech.
She showed up on time for the speech.
She showed up
on time for the gala.
Yes.
She was late for the speech. But it's her fault that she was late for the speech. Because if she would have let her go first, it would have been okay.
It would have been, but that was not the deal. And it's Aja's event, so Aja gets to make the rules. All right. So she makes her speech and then crashes champagne glasses, which I'm just very confused. And then has a conversation with Swa. And he's like, that was very interesting. Like, what's going on? And then we have a real conversation finally between the 2 of them in regards to how she wanted to have, a baby. And because he wouldn't do the testing, which I guess is the testing in regards to like his sperm and all that as it pertains to a man, she felt hurt by that. She was hurt. She was distraught and she shut down. I like that she acknowledged her shutdown and the trigger and the reason behind it, because then, that is something to really acknowledge and that it wasn't just his fault, it was her fault as well. I don't believe Swat said much of anything except for he didn't take the test,
Well, he did take the test, just not with the doctor she wanted.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Yes. So he took the test, just not the doctor she wanted. The specialist she wanted or whatever. It was one of his like frat brothers or something that he went to instead. And she was like, no, like I didn't need you to go to your frat brother. I needed you to go to the specialist.
Yes. Okay, I remember that.
Yes.
So yeah, they get to have a little brief conversation, and at the end of the conversation, he tries to pull basically the wife card, like, you're still my wife, we get to have a conversation, and she's like, no, I'm not. And so I like that she finally figured it out.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like that was a conversation that was definitely needed for closure on her part.
Yeah.
So she could stop bouncing back and forth between Swa and Chris and herself and everything else. I feel like what she really needed in that moment, she got.
Yeah.
And was to get it off her chest to allow him to understand that she takes accountability for her part and moving forward, they move accordingly because she is no longer his wife. And I felt like
that was the moment for you. This episode just grabbed a lot of points with you. I think that we have to talk about.
I feel like you're championing a lot of stuff in this, and yet you say you don't like.
I mean, I pointed out the points. You know what I mean? I saw the big stuff, but for me, just I don't know. Some things just didn't. I wanted more. I wanted something different, and I'm expecting more from DIARRA as we go forward.
See, look, you want it all at once. That's the problem. Her character her character development is literally happening before your eyes, and you're like,
this is true.
Happen faster. Like, wait, it's coming.
Not happen faster. Happen differently. Evolve throughout the episode is all I'm saying. I feel like that's reasonable.
You don't think she's evolved?
I think she has in some ways, and in others, I'm just like, girl. But You're right. Character development does not happen overnight, and she is gradually evolving. So I will cut
Yes.
DIARRA some slack.
Give her some grace. We
You
take it
know,
a day at a time. This is real
yeah,
life we watching right now. This is not even
this
a
is
show no more.
facts.
Because I
This
feel
is
like this is like some real shit.
Yeah, this is a big fact. So of course, Danger
Mm-hmm.
goes to, he makes this call, like we said earlier, the secret call. He shows up at this woman's house and he's like eating. And you explained it to me as he used to work for her.
Mm-hmm.
She let him go, let him take his people, and they do work independently outside of her. But now that one of her peoples is missing, which I would conclude is the man who's just got ran over, that when shit hits the fan, Danger now has to come back into the fold. So the Russian the people who are doing business at Mr. Greeks, essentially, I believe the Russians have killed one of her folks.
You think he was from Mr. Greeks?
The guy there, because remember he said, we traced her back to you. We traced her back to your establishment. We thought she was with you. I don't know her.
That's a fact.
It's a hell of a cliffhanger, though. I will say that it definitely leaves me with a lot of questions, and I think that I need to rewatch from the beginning just so I can see if I missed a character or two, or who they are, what they do, to figure out who really is the Greeks and the Russians.
We now know who called the cop, though.
Who called the cop?
Remember in the first episode when she went to the precinct and the girl on the side made a side phone call?
Oh, right. We still haven't. Yeah, you're right about that. That's a good catch.
He said, I've been on you since you made your grandstand at the precinct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Very interesting. A lot of little pockets of stuff, right? Because she's also remembering that the lady she met at the warehouse or at the factory is also the woman that she saw while she was on a date with Chris. So now who is this woman? Who is Chris? Who is the guy that ran over the other guy's head? And like, how does this all come together? There are a lot of questions here now that I think about it.
I know, and you don't like this episode.
I kind of like it now, but I still don't like it more than episode 4.
And that's fine. You don't need to like it more than episode 4. However, you do have to acknowledge this episode gave you so much.
It did.
It was a big bite, and I'm enjoying it. I'm still chewing on it. Okay, like it's juicy, man. Like this is great.
I'll let you live. I'll let you live for now.
Thank you.
Listen, y'all. Tell us what you think. Team Denny, Team Amaya. I like it. I like it now. It's cool. If you like that sort of thing, right? Let us know your thoughts. How you feel about it? Are you excited for the remainder of DIARRA from Detroit? How are you feeling about the storyline? But just tell us your thoughts. We really love this show. Great to have it, and tell us what you think. And you know how to find us here every time after the show drops on Thursdays on BET Plus. And until next time, you already know what to do. We'll see you later. Peace, y'all.